guys, salam alaikum, welcome to my reality. So today on my reality, I'm actually going to talk about something that has really been bugging me, and that is the begging system in the north. Yes, a lot of us, when we talk about the Almajiri system, but the truth is Almajiri system is one part of the problem, not the whole problem in the north. Because if we have women with 2 hands and 2 legs begging on the street with all their family, yes, children, you find them with 5-6 children on the street begging, that is a big problem for us. Because the truth is, these kids are going to grow up and then they won't want to do anything because they will feel like it's easy to just sit and have people give you money or give you food and your problem is solved. But the truth is, the problem is not solved. I was having a conversation with one of my friends and he was like, it's called what? Mutwa Zuchia. And I'm like, why is it only in the north that we have that? And he's like, no, the government is not helping matters. But I'm like, see, that's the problem we have in the north. We always have this feeling of entitlement, like it's always the government's fault. You know, you probably had an accident, it's the government's fault. You know, you've not drank water in a day, it's the government's fault. Like we always have a way to blame somebody for things that we can actually control. Because I told him it's not the government's fault that these women are seated on the street begging, because the Nigeria that we're claiming is hard is the same Nigeria that you will find another woman by the roadside selling corn, selling yam, roasting pears, and doing all sorts of, business to make ends meet for her and her family. But we don't see that in the north because the government did not buy you the yam, so how would you roast it, right? Well, it's a bad habit and we need to stop it. And I'm talking to each and every single one of us out there, influencers, that feel like, okay, we can come on social media and just bash other tribes, bash other cultures, bash other traditions when we have our own problems and we've not fixed it. That's really terrible. So if you're an influencer out there, I feel like you should lend your voice to this cause. Those women should not be sitting by the roadside begging. And my friend also told me something. He said, each and every single one of us enable them. Do you know how we do that? By actually giving them money. We do that. So if you're one of those people that actually indulge those women to come by the roadside and keep begging, you're not helping the society. You're actually crippling the society. So yes, we need to stop it. Now, I'm saying this because I went round Asokoro because it was something that I was curious about. I'm like, okay, everybody's talking about this whole Almajiri system, And when you talk about the Almajiri system has a lot of issues, wrong with it. But is that only the problem? Okay, the women that sit by the roadside and beg, what do we call them? So I decided to go and see what exactly, is the difference. So I went and I made a short video, as you can see, of women seated by the roadside. This is in Asokoro here in Abuja, begging. These women have 2 hands, 2 legs. They're not handicapped. They're using their kids. Like, it's heartbreaking to see kids do this. Like, it is really heartbreaking. And for those of us Muslims, maybe we're forgetting, but Islam says the mother is the first teacher of the child. So even if you can't afford to put your child in school, there are other ways you can actually teach the child, not bringing him or her out on the street begging. And then again, I went around this same Asokoro. Do you know what I found? I found this set of women that are selling yam, roasted corn, roasted pear, and all sorts of things, including drinks to make ends meet. But you want to know the difference between these 2 women? The first part, this one, they're from the north. And this one, they're not. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. So yes, before we want to feel entitled, let's think. Are these women being governed by another government that is not governing the north, or what exactly is happening? We've accepted this whole entitlement, this whole Mutu and Zuchia thing as a part of us when we talk, oh, Mutu and Zuchia. Like, it is not a part of us. It is not a part of us. So if we want to tackle the Almajiri system, let's also tackle this system because it is also bad. I see no reason why a woman with 2 hands and 2 legs, like each and every single one of us, is seated by the roadside begging in a place like the north where we have a lot of things to offer. We have a lot of things to offer. We spoke about hawking some time back, where hawking is bad because it puts the child at risk of a lot of things, right? Now, does it stop you from actually selling these things in front of your house? People do them. I have a friend in Kano State that actually sells this local sweet thing, Alewa Madara, Tuwa Madara, Madula, and all those things, and she's making money off it. This is a woman that has refused to just sit idle and do nothing. So what is your own excuse? How much do you need to start our business? How much do you need to start selling akara? How much do you need to make Tuwa Madara? Now, the funny thing about this is, these women are begging out of choice. Yes. Now, it's unfortunate I don't have the video here, but You sit down and have a conversation with one of them and ask them, what exactly do you want out of life? They don't want anything out of life because this life is easier for them to just sit and beg. So how do we tackle this problem? Is this not a challenge? Because whether we like it or not, these kids that are seated there begging with these women are going to grow up. That's the life they know. They're going to follow the same suit as the Almajiris. They're going to be uneducated. They're going to roam around the street as they feel like, do what they feel like, how they feel like, probably end up in bad hands. And then what happens? We're faced with the same circle of challenges we've been faced with before because we've refused to tackle it the right way. So yes, if you're watching this video and your voice matters in the north, I feel you should use it to fight this. Because there's this man that sells glasses in Sahad stores and he's handicapped, but I admire him a lot. Why? Because if you give him money, the first thing he asks you is, for what? He just hopes you're not looking down on him. And I'm like, no. One time we were there with a friend of mine, and my friend was like, okay, you know, this man is handicapped, let me give him money. And he gave him money, and he's like, what for? And it was an awkward situation because he felt, okay, wait, I'm supposed to give you money, right? And then the man is like, I sell glasses. Do you want the glasses? Should I bring it? This is a man that is even handicapped. And then we have women with 2 hands and 2 legs begging on the street, and we say it's not a problem. Like, do we really know what our priorities are? I feel like if you're an influencer out there, you need to do something about it. You need to do something about it. Some of them will tell you, oh no, their husband died, they are all widows. Like, even those that are selling cons, they are widows too. They are widows too. But instead, they're teaching their children how to cope with life. I went to buy something one time, and then this little boy attended to me, and my cousin was like, he's so little. How does he know so much? All the prices and all that. I said, because he was taught. Do you think the woman on the roadside with her child begging would teach this child that same thing? No. All the child know is, Haji Allah Badasa, Haji Allah Atemaka. Like, it doesn't really make sense. It does not really make sense. Someone said it's the preachers. The preachers don't preach against it. They don't do this. Even if they don't preach against it, we know what is right, we know what is wrong. Why are we indulging it? I feel it's about time we wake up and see how we can actually help the situation, because we are all part of the problem. Yes, many of us influencers are busy on social media trying to insult other tribes, trying to insult other religion because we feel we are better. No, we are not. We're not better. We all have issues. And until we all come together and solve the problem, we're not going anywhere. We're going to be faced with these same challenges we've been faced with. We're going to give birth to kids, their kids, our kids are going to give birth to kids, and their kids are also still going to be complaining about the same issue because we refuse to tackle it. Instead, we're looking at the other tribe. We're looking at the other religion. They are the ones with the problem. Come on. I feel like this is something that we can tackle if we want to. So as much as we're trying to tackle the Almajiri system, let's also tackle this situation also. All right, guys, that's basically what I want to say today. That's, you know, what I want to bring to our table, because this is a reality we've been shying away from. I was talking to one of my friends one time about this whole thing, and he's like, yeah, but you know how the situation is in the north. We cannot keep hiding behind what the situation is in the north. We can't keep hiding behind it, and then things are going wrong. So we need to start doing the right thing now. Okay, it's within all our capacities. We don't need to wait for government to do everything for us. We should not feel entitled. The government cannot attend to each and every single one of us. You're not telling me that the one selling corn is the government that gave her the corn. They didn't do that. She found ways. She made it happen. So do the same thing. All right, guys. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say today. Okay. Do take care of yourself. As always, do not forget to please like, subscribe, and share. And of course, you guys should comment, because your comments really mean a lot to me. Although there are those that send me DM on other social media platforms to tell me, okay, what you did here, what you did. Like, comment on my video, because I want to know that we're having, you know, a communication. If you share my the same ideology as me, please let me know. If you have anything against it, also just let me know. Okay, I just want to know that we're communicating. All right, guys. For now, do not forget, like, subscribe, and share. Bye.